really thought like, why do people say it's so unsafe? But then it got dark. It got a little bit shady. It didn't feel that safe anymore. We got stopped by the police. Why do people say it's so unsafe? Hi guys, and good morning from Johannesburg. So we landed in South Africa yesterday. I was a little bit scared to go by myself. So yesterday I only managed to go to the Mandela Square. We had a transport arranged from the hotel and we went together with the crew. At Mandela Square we walked a little bit, we did some shopping and we had dinner. And here was the first surprise. The dinner was so cheap, guys. We had the full table of appetizers, main dishes, drinks, wine. Crazy cheap, and everyone was so nice. At this point I really thought like, why do people say it's so unsafe? But then it got dark. It got a little bit shady. The mall closed and all people who were inside, they definitely had no business being there. They were approaching us, asking for money, for cigarettes, for alcohol, and to be honest, it didn't feel that safe anymore. Halfway to the hotel, we got stopped by the police. The police officer looked at us and, guys, none of you noticed that your driver has no driving plates, so we got shocked. But the transport was safe, it wasn't dangerous. They just had to fix the registration plates. However, do check it, because you never know. So today, in 30 minutes, we are going to the safari. It's gonna be my first time and I do hope to see a lot of wildlife, and I hope it's gonna be like from the movies and YouTube videos. So I'm really excited for today. So let's go check it out. So guys, we just got to the safari and those are the vehicles that we're gonna be exploring it with. So we're just waiting for the group and for the rest of the crew and we can go. Go like that?
Yeah, either way you wanna sit it's a bit bumpy at the beginning.
Oops! Oops! The reserve is a home to a wide variety of animals, and many of them were rescued and are being rehabilitated there. There are more than 100 species of mammals, reptiles and birds, African wild dogs, cheetahs, tigers, zebras, antelopes, and many more.
Here, there's a big one here.
This is a blaze buck again. That one which we saw lying down there. A blaze buck, I call it a yes buck. Why I call it a yes buck, they always nod their heads. It's just a buck.
He doesn't want to take a photo.
Yeah, but it's stood up. These animals were called the big fives. It's because these are the most dangerous animals in Africa. The hunters named them the big five because they are not easy to hunt. Buffalo, they don't have the time to warn you. They just come. So that is the springbuck. So that is our South African national animal.
The big. Yeah, the big. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, why so close? Oh no. Stretching big. Look at the therapy for you. You just fed them, right? They're full. Oh yeah, the face is here. Oh my goodness. Hello.
White lions were white like this is because of a recessive melanin gene which we call leucism. They are not albinos. In albinism, it will be lack of melanin on your skin. And then in leucism, it's more melanin on your skin. There's one here.
Oh, you're facing us. Why you do that?
Call it a zebra crossing, eh?
One hour later.
Okay, so this is white rhinos.
Why?
But they are
Brown.
brown.
It's not about the color, it's about their mouth arrangement. They got a wide mouth. So naming them, it was mispronunciation between an Englishman and a Dutchman. Englishman named them a wide-mouthed rhino. And then Dutchman couldn't pronounce that.
So guys, back from the future. So we were actually very lucky because we managed to see most of the inhabitants of the reserve. After that, we also managed to go and feed some giraffes just before leaving to our next stop. You want a kiss? So after the safari, we headed to Soweto. Soweto is a township in Johannesburg. The name Soweto stands for Southwestern Townships. And on the way there, we saw a local market and neighborhood full of houses for those who cannot afford one, for the unemployed or homeless ones.
Remember, this is our local taxi.
The local taxi is actually a van. There's no timetable and there's no bus stops. You basically just stop it whenever you want to go, and you just have to be lucky to catch one on the way. So in Soweto we headed straight to the Villa Kazi Street, which is the legend on its own. It is home to two Nobel Peace Prize laureates, Nelson Mandela and Archbishop Desmond Tutu. Guys, I cannot recommend enough going to that street. It's filled with history. If you want to understand the culture, local culture, this is the place you should go.
How are you good people? Welcome to Soweto.
Thank you.
How are you?
So we headed to the Mandela House, and despite its small size, it's really a home to a big chunk of history. So Nelson Mandela is considered a hero in South Africa. He dedicated his life to building a free, equal and democratic country for all. The visit literally takes you back in time and lets you understand all the struggles that Mandela's family went through the years. Inside the house you can see the traces of bullets. You can see the place where Mandela put up the brick wall to protect himself and his family from the bullets that were pointed at them. You can see that the walls, some part of the walls are still black from the times when the house was burned down. You can really feel that history. One of the things that was especially moving to me were the letters. So Nelson Mandela was sent to prison. He spent 27 years in prison, and during his stay he was allowed only to send 2 letters. And on the walls of the house you can actually see the exact letters that he sent during 27 years in prison. He was only allowed once a year to have a visitor, and the visit would take only 30 minutes. This just pains me so much to think about it, how restricted him and his family must have felt. And this house is exactly a box filled with history of that family and the culture of South Africa. So I can talk about it long, but the best thing you can do is to just, whenever you're in South Africa, go and see it by yourself. It's really worth a visit. So this trip was definitely the least planned one for me so far. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what I would be able to do, and I don't want to put myself in danger just to explore the city. But I'm really glad that I met amazing people here in Johannesburg that truly helped me to explore it. And I believe that with people like that, with the right people on your side, you can truly enjoy your experience in Joburg. So with that, I'm gonna relax now and have some tea. And thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.